One of the awesome things about Richmond, Virginia is its historical significance. I'm Mary Burruss with Liz Moore and Associates, and in today's video I talk about the top 5 historical spots to see in Richmond, Virginia. How did I come up with this list? Well, I asked my Facebook hive mind of over 2,300 friends this question. If you had time to visit only one historic site in Richmond, Virginia, what would it be? The results are this video. But before I dive into my list, a little history. Richmond was an important village in the Powhatan Confederacy and was part of the empire called Setamaka, which means densely populated land in Algonquin, the Powhatan language. English settlers first explored the site in 1607, when a party led by Christopher Newport and John Smith sailed upriver shortly after the founding of Jamestown, the first English colony in America. In 1733, William Byrd of Westover named the settlement for Richmond upon the Thames, England, and the town was laid out 4 years later on the site that is now known as Church Hill. So what are the top 5 historical places to visit in Richmond? Number 1, the Valentine Museum. The Valentine has been collecting, preserving, and interpreting Richmond's 400-year history for over a century. Located in Richmond's historic downtown, the Valentine is a place for residents and tourists to discover diverse stories that tell the broader history of this important region. The best place to start learning about the River City is the Valentine's This is Richmond, Virginia exhibit, because it offers an overview of Richmond's collective culture through an array of interesting local artifacts. Number 2, St. John's Church. St. John's Church is one of America's most important historic sites. Originally called Henrico Parish Church, on March 23, 1775, American patriot Patrick Henry, then a delegate of the Second Virginia Convention, along with his pals George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and a bunch of others, made a compelling speech containing the immortal words, "Give me liberty or give me death." Swayed by Henry's powerful argument, the delegates then made a decision that changed the course of history, lighting the spark of the War for Independence. Visitors can see a reenactment of that speech and take a tour of the surrounding graveyard to hear the stories of Revolutionary War heroes, among others, including the mother of writer Edgar Allan Poe. Number 3, the Virginia State Capitol. Inspired by the Maison Carrée in Nimes and a Greek temple, Thomas Jefferson, along with French architect Charles-Louis Clearaceau, is credited with designing the Virginia State Capitol building. Located in the heart of downtown, it houses the Virginia General Assembly, America's oldest legislative assembly. Daily 1-hour guided tours showcase historical statuary and paintings, rare exhibit objects, and newly restored legislative chambers. Self-guided tours are also available. As you stroll the grounds, make sure to check out the Virginia Civil Rights Memorial unveiled in 2008 at Capitol Square. Fun fact, the Executive Mansion, located on Capitol Square, is the oldest continuously occupied governor's home in the country. Number 4, American Civil War Museum at Tredegar and the Slave Trail. The slave trade was a huge part of Richmond's history that has, until recently, been mostly ignored. Today, the city is making efforts to acknowledge and heal this horrific part of its history and resulting cultural repercussions. The American Civil War Museum at Tredegar and the Slave Trail are 2 excellent resources to learn more. Note, these are actually 2 separate things, but someone suggested combining them in this video, and I thought it was a really good idea, so I did. The American Civil War Museum does a great job of presenting the story of the Civil War from a variety of perspectives. Its exhibits at the site of the Tredegar Iron Works boast 2 floors of artifacts that will take you on a journey from the beginning of the Civil War to Reconstruction and beyond. The Richmond Slave Trail is a walking trail that chronicles the history of the trade of enslaved Africans from Africa to Virginia until 1775 and away from Virginia especially Richmond, to other locations in the Americas until 1865. It begins at the Manchester docks and then follows a route through the slave markets of Richmond past Lumpkin's slave jail and the Negro burial ground to First African Baptist Church. Number 5. Hollywood Cemetery. Established in 1847, Hollywood Cemetery is a fully operational cemetery located on the banks of the James River, spanning 135 acres of valleys, hills, stately trees, and spectacular views of the river. In addition to its natural and architectural beauty, it has earned recognition as a registered arboretum. Included on its roster of notables buried there are 2 United States presidents, the only president of the Confederacy, 6 Virginia governors, 2 Supreme Court justices, several prominent authors, suffragists, and many deceased loved ones from the Richmond community and beyond. There are many tour options, both guided and unguided. That's it! The top 5 historic sites to see in Richmond, Virginia. If you'd like more information on places to visit in RVA, click on the link to receive a free visitor's guide from Visit Richmond, VA. If you have suggestions for more historic places to visit, please put them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you or someone you know is interested in buying or selling a home, I'd love to help. Email me at maryburruss@lismore.com.